The Tea with Sandy.
K-Man's top news headlines of the day from CMR.
Good morning, Sandy. Happy Friday.
Good morning, Blake and Aaron. Happy Friday.
Hello. What do you got for us?
All right. So we received a message last night, an urgent plea from an individual who says that a man had been assaulted in prison by prison guards. And he was, whoever this person was, I actually don't know if it was he or she, but was asking us to please reach out to the individual's attorney to see if they could do something, because then they had put him in solitary confinement and he probably needed to go to the doctor. What a hot mess.
Okay.
Yeah, you never quite know what's going on at that prison.
Oh, you don't know the circumstances.
Yeah, exactly. So
Did he deserve it?
I don't know. It's a prison. Cayman Airways had a flight yesterday, LAX. We actually mentioned this in the morning. We received the message as it came in. Says that there was a defect with the windshield. We heard a bird hit it. Who knows? These things do happen, but thankfully all is safe. It just required the plane to have an emergency landing. So they had a removal of the aircraft from service in Los Angeles. And
it's a jet.
No, it's the big jet. Yeah. And so Cayman Airways had to take a decision to dispatch the ferry, which is another aircraft, from its jet fleet to LA yesterday morning in order to operate that KX 481 from Los Angeles. Glad everybody's okay though. So it's been removed from service for now and is scheduled for repair tomorrow.
Did it lose decompression or?
They didn't go into too many details. Yeah. So we haven't heard from anyone who was actually on the flight or anything. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. Okay. So the Port Authority has implemented some new fees. Some people are being very, very critical about this decision. We received correspondence that the fee increase went into effect in June the 1st. Critics say that they didn't bother to, make any sort of previous announcements about it. And someone else has also said that they need to tell the truth about the fact that the port is actually hemorrhaging and losing money. And no one wants to talk about that elephant in the room. So we're like, okay.
All right.
Chief Justices, congratulations. Some new Chief Justices have actually been appointed. Hopefully my mic hasn't stopped. We've been having some mic issues around here. But anyway, new Chief Justices, 3 new ones have been appointed, including, drum roll.
Hold on. I'll give you one. You ready?
Right. Including Mr. Anthony Smelly. Remember him?
Yeah.
Former Chief Justice. He's now on the Court of Appeals.
Okay.
So pretty interesting. Yeah. I mean, I guess if you got the experience, why not, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So those are your news headlines this beautiful Friday morning. First Friday of the new year.
It is. Man, it is a beautiful Friday, too. We'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
All right, my dear. Have a good one.
All right.
All right, folks. Good morning. How you guys doing today, honey chill? We're going to go ahead and kick off our show here. Just give me 1 second to pull up our little intro song. I'm praying for no audio issues today. Ay. Let's get it, folks.
Sandra all the time is here with a cold heart true. She's the ears and the eyes for me and you. Every day, everyone want to hear from Sandra. And every time on the air, she's getting better. Tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your mama, call Sandra in the morning and in the evening. We always calling Sandra. And when they start fighting, they calling Sandra. And
That's right, folks. Everyone is telling their mama about the cold hard truth. Welcome to another episode with more truth telling, more problem solving, and of course, more tea spilling than ever before. Sit back, students, grab your tea and turn up the volume because class is now in session. Call in at 936-2626 because your voice matters. Share your opinion on issues that matter the most to you. All right, folks. Beautiful Friday morning. Happy Friday. How are you guys doing, honey? Chill. Welcome. First Friday of 2024. How y'all doing? Everybody good? Yes, I see y'all kind of slow to wake up this morning. I can tell. I can tell when I'm looking at those social media numbers. Y'all just be rolling out of bed. You'd be like, oh, man, I got to get up and get online and turn on the TV and watch a little bit of YouTube. Oh, Sandy's on Friday. Have kids returned to school yet? I know some went back this week, but I think there's still a lot of government schools went back, I think yesterday or day before. Some of the private schools, are they all back? I know some go back next week, Tuesday, because they have an in-service day on, when's in-service day? On Monday. So yes, slowly but surely getting back into the swing of things. So we're moving a little bit slower around here this morning as well. I don't know, is the camera any better today? Lord, we're having all kind of issues. But we're hopeful that the audio thing, I mean, listen, I haven't done anything. I don't know what to do. I'm all out of ideas at this point in time. I got this thing that what's it called? It's supposed to be like it checks the microphone or whatever. But anyway, we're going to see what happens. They said to use this, record it. I don't know. It'll do a mic check. I don't know. No clue. We've done everything. The one thing I did do last night is I restarted the computer. I think I restarted. Did I restart the computer? I can't even remember. Gosh, it's really bad when you can't remember restarting your computer. But oh, my apologies. I did clear out the cache in Chrome, so we'll see if that helps any. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I don't know anything this morning. What I do know is we're here. It's Friday. We're thankful. We're alive. Good morning, Miss Vernita. Good morning, Siobhan. Morning to Irvlyn. Diamond Princess. Good morning to beautiful Alice. Stephen is here. Miss Stephanie is here. Always thinking about you, Miss Stephanie. Felicia is here. Marcia, Miss Sonia, Miss Dorothy. Shaka Zulu is in the house. Saying good morning, Auntie Sandy. Marshall in the house from North Carolina. Siobhan says good morning, Marshall. We got all of our regular suspects here. Miss Alba, hey, this is the first time I'm seeing you for the new year. Buenos dias. Now, the way that I see the screen, not hearing me on the radio. Say what? You gotta be kidding me. Hold on now. Let's play the little song and then we'll get ourselves back on radio. 1 second, honey, chill.
Sandra all the time is here with a cold heart true. She's the ears and the eyes for me and you. Every day, everyone want to hear from Sandra. And every time on the air, she's getting better. Tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your mama to call Sandra in the morning and in the evening. They always calling Sandra. And when they start fighting, they calling Sandra. And
That's right, folks. Everyone is telling their mama about. All right, so I can tell you that that didn't work, but it was so nice to hear. I actually love, of all the various renditions of our national song, I love the steel pan one probably the most. But yes, I think the AI is a little bit hit or miss. It's supposed to be after 7 seconds of playing something, it's supposed to kick back in. But I can tell you without fear of contradiction that that song is 2 minutes and 43 seconds and it did not kick back in. So I've notified some folks over at the radio side. They might have to manually do something there about it. I made some adjustments, but I still look a little bit whitewashed. Oh my gosh. What a hot mess, honey chill. We'll figure it out. Anyway, I haven't been too bothered, quite honestly, by the settings on the camera so much. I mean, I've tried to adjust it, but it still looks weird. I look like I've been bleaching or something. Lord Jesus, don't y'all think that that's the case now, honey chill? Don't start that rumor. Actually, I'm gonna moisturize my face a little bit while I'm at it. Put on my little facial lotion. So listen to me. Y'all know that it's important to moisturize. I don't know. The person said not long enough, not loud enough. Well, I don't know. Does that look pretty loud to me? I don't know. No. All right, let me try it one more time. Hold on. Maybe. One second. We're gonna try it one more time. Oh my Lord, what next? Muted myself. Okay. I was saying get these little capsules. They're vitamin E and aloe. You can get them on Amazon, Healthy Skin. And they come in these little like golden capsules. And believe it or not, it is so concentrated that you can use you can use one little capsule more than once. So I cut off the little edge. I'm going to show you guys. All right. Thanks, Gary. I got you. So there it is. This is what it looks like. You cut off the little capsule, the little top of the capsule, and then you just moisturize your face. Yeah, you got to keep moisturized. Everybody knows, I think by now, if you listen to the show, that I do have really dry skin. Part of the reason is I think I just don't drink enough water. So, you know, the moisture comes from internal. So I do try to make some improvements there. I've been trying to drink more water. It's kind of a challenge, so I got to be honest with you. And then I do use body oils as opposed to like body lotions a lot of times. So big shout out to my girlfriend who got me this amazing body oil. Where did I put it already? I think I put it in my room. Anyway, she got me this amazing body oil for Christmas. That was my Christmas present. I got 2 different body oils. I've only tried one because the first one is so amazing. I absolutely love it. It's not greasy. And I like a body oil that isn't greasy because that means that, you know, the skin is really absorbing it properly. And then the other thing is I hate when I have it like all over my hands and then I go touch like the car steering wheel and it's all over the place. So thank you. You know who you are. MS is the initials. Thank you so much for my amazing body oil for Christmas. I'm all about the moisturization life. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, Sandy. I guess I must be the first one who's going to get a half hour today instead of 15 minutes.
What is on your mind, honey chill?
You don't have to do a thing about your complexion. You're just beautiful as you are.
Oh, I know.
But you
yes.
got to.
It's what happened is on the live stream. I don't know if you're watching the live stream. I looked a little bit washed out because of some settings on the camera, but I'm not worried about that because I tell you what I'm doing. Hopefully next week, I'm getting a new AI camera. Don't y'all tell Marlon yet because he's like, don't buy any more equipment. But you know, you always have to level up your game. This is a business expense. I don't know what he's complaining about. But yes, I'm gonna get one of those new AI cameras. I'm gonna see how. Oh, somebody said I already told them that it was Melanie. Oh well, they gave me the present. Yeah, but no, I'm gonna get one of those AI things. So I'm hoping that that'll make me look more like I do in person, as opposed to.
You're beautiful you're beautiful no matter what you do.
Oh, thank you.
And the radio been cutting out so much that I thought you had went mute. I was crying to my wife, and I've actually learned how to dance that beautiful man.
Oh,
I mean, I never heard that so many times.
I know, right? Trust me. That's gonna be your go-to. But we need a couple. Obviously, when this AI thing trips out, we're gonna need like a couple. What do you call it? A couple different songs to be able to play. They've told me now I only need to play it for 7 seconds to bring it back online. So, but yeah, we'll need a couple different songs in the background to have them ready to shoot out there to make sure that the radio feed stays live. Modern technology. Listen, one of my major goals. We're gonna talk about resolutions today. One of my major goals for 2024 is to really get on board with this whole AI thing. Like I need to get caught up. I'm all about the AI life, apparently. I'm going to learn it. I'm not going to be afraid because fear stops us from doing things.
And my resolution is I want to be a better person than I was in the future than I was in the past.
You want to be a better person in the future than you were in the past. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
There's a lot of people who says, oh, I want to be better. I want to be better than I was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Wasted all that time and years gone by.
Mm-hmm.
And I got something to tell you about the bank. I went to the bank yesterday and told them that I want to set up a joint account. It says, who do you want to set it up with? I said, anybody that has a lot of money.
Oh, thank you so much.
You have a wonderful, wonderful day.
I appreciate it.
And
Always love the jokes. Thank you so much. Laughter is good for the soul.
yes, and keep up the good work. We
Thank
need people like
you.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Don't become a politician, though.
No, oh no. I'm praying that the people
And
stop
you-
asking me that question because that's
And you
not.
gotta
I'm
stop.
right where I'm supposed to be.
And you got to stop criticizing Julie. No, she's working over on you. That's why.
That's why we've been having all these tech
on and off.
issues.
So you
Oh,
got to
God.
be careful with her.
Oh, please. She wish she had that kind of power.
She's not into spirituality. She's into religion, and that's a difference between spirituality and being religious.
Oh, Lord. What a hot mess. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. I ain't afraid of no Julie. Thank you, Mr. Dexter.
You take care.
All
God
right.
bless you and your family.
Thank you, honey chill. Look, y'all looking at me like, what is Sandy doing? She putting on her even my lips are dry. Blistex lip infusion. I'm doing the most this morning live on the radio. But anywho, good morning, Bishop Hero Blair. Happy 2024. Jared is here. He says it's Friday. Morning, Siobhan. See, she woke up late. I know the feeling. Fridays, y'all just want to sleep in a little bit more. Ugh, I get it. Morning, Miss Olive. Hello, Vicky. We should be live on radio now. Wee Wee's here. Miss Olive says, I woke up from 4:30 for no reason. Well, child, I be waking up all night going to the bathroom. I'm at that age now where it's like, ooh, gotta take a little bathroom break. Miss Orlean, good morning to you. You have a blessed day. Carrie Whitaker in the house. Hey, Carrie, how you doing? 9362626 is el número de teléfono. Miss Pat, buenos dias. Olive says, wow, Sandy, that green top is just wow, wow, wow. I love it. Ooh, thank you. Thank you, honey chill. Garcia, good morning. You know, when I'm looking at myself, like how I look a little bit whiter in this thing, you know what this reminds me of? When I lived in the States, this is a true phenomenon. You guys might not know this. But when I lived in Florida, during the winter months, now Tampa, listen, I feel like back in the day, I don't really watch Tampa weather now, but I feel like back in the day, Tampa used to get, listen, we'd drop in the teens sometimes. Like some winters were like cold. They were worried about the citrus. Oh my God, cover up all the citrus plants. They're going to freeze. Like they had to put water on them because I think the water and then the little drops, it like preserves their state or something, as opposed to just like a dry freeze from the cold. But anyway, I noticed that I used to be during the winter months because I wasn't getting, and I'm not a huge sun person, but I wasn't getting like any sun, that my complexion would actually change during the winter months. And I would look a lot less tan, which is like really weird, right? But yeah, in the winter months, you could like literally see the difference. Miss Garcia, Rosie. Oh, Rosie, hey. Rosie, is that you? We're going to be talking about that situation this morning. Oh, God, we got so much to talk about. Everton, Michelle, good morning, Damaris. So listen, we got an urgent message last night asking for help with a prisoner. I don't know what to make of this. Twin, if I said, Sandy, give me a piece of that news now. So I don't know. Listen, I normally when you end up in prison, you know, you kind of probably deserve to be there. You've done something to society. Prison is supposed to be twofold. Punishment, you get taken away from your loved ones. Your freedom is largely taken away. You're put in confinement. But at the same time, you know, there has to be some degree of it's not just about retribution. There has to be some rehabilitation actually involved in the process. Naturally, we seem to be falling down in that part of things. This is why I was saying yesterday when I was talking about the fact that Miss Julie, and since we were talking about collective responsibility, let's just not talk about Miss Julie. All MPs who signed off on this budget, which apparently is all of them, all 18 of them, because I don't think Premier Panton was there. They all signed off on this black school Did he sign off on it too? I'm trying to remember. Anyway, they all signed off. He wasn't there for the budget debate, so no. They all signed off on this BRAC school. They all signed off on this budget, right? My concern is other people are suffering because of her vanity, because building that school is all about vanity, right? It's all about, ooh, I want this school. Well, y'all mark my word. Take out your little black book. Anybody needs a little black book? I have some calendar books, by the way. Anybody need one? I'm giving them away. See here, honey child. We got blue, black, and burgundy. So I want y'all to have these. I think I've got 3, 4, 5 of these left. If you need a calendar, nobody should be without a 2024 calendar to organize your life. So simply message me and I will arrange for you to get one. So you take out your little black book, regardless of the color. And I want y'all to write down, students, the following notation for today's lesson. Today is January the 5th. So you go into your little book now, January, yes, the 5th, Friday, first Friday of the month. And you're going to write down a little note that Sandy said. Auntie Sandy said, this is all about vanity. That's what this is all about. She's going to want that school named after her. Mark my word now, honey child. And of course, the Brocker is going to be like, yeah, well, she did give us this $50 million school. By the time she's finished building the school, it'll be 60 million, 70 million. Who knows? Because every single government project goes into overrun. 5 years later, it's still not finished. Look at how long it took John Gray to be completed. Clifton Hunter. They don't finish anything on time. These are foregone conclusions, quite frankly. So this is all about vanity for her. But for her vanity, who is going to suffer? I mean, the poor children who need the help the most. So it's really quite sad because you see those children now are the ones who end up being tomorrow's criminals in 99% of the cases because they don't have the support that they need. And they come from such broken homes and environments. Someone said that, unfortunately, most of those students are from really dysfunctional homes, which is unfortunate and sad. They have to feed them because, again, at home, they're not even getting food. So they give them breakfast, snack, lunch, and an afternoon snack just to ensure that they have enough, at least on school days. Y'all think that their children in Cayman, I mean, this is horrible, that their children in Cayman who are not in environments where their parents love them and care for them. It's just really bad, honey child. We on the radio right now. We'll talk to you later. She forgot I'm on air. So yes, so this is really such a sad indictment. Those children need the support the most, right? When they don't have the support, their problems become compounded more and more and more as they get older. So they have services. The services are underfunded. And one second. I think I just closed out my chat window. So the services are underfunded. And then when you're taking from the underfunded services even more in order to supposedly balance your budget, that ain't balancing no darn budget. That's stealing from Peter to pay Paul. One of the budgeting 101, one of the biggest mistakes that you can actually make. But she doesn't care. And she's not telling you all how this budget came about, how they're able to even get this budget, what sacrifices you're really having to make. So this person went on to say that, they give them all this food to at least ensure that they have enough to eat on the school days. Poor children. Most students also have social services and support workers to assist them on weekends and holidays. So they have to deal with the academic curriculum. They also try to teach them life skills, such as emotional regulation skills, easy prep meals, because these children come into this world practically fending for themselves. Oh, the slackness of these parents. Y'all need to do better. Just don't have children. I'm not telling y'all, listen, I'm not going to fight nobody about no sexual habits. I'm not getting into that kind of situation. What I'm saying to you is go out there and fornicate and do whatever the most you want. But please be responsible. You don't have to have children. You don't have to get pregnant by 5 different people. Right? You don't have to have past 2 children. I'm going to be honest with you. You can't afford more than 2. Especially, I mean, the people who who are least likely to be able to support themselves, and this is not true in every case. So take it with a slight grain of salt, but I would put down again in my little black book, 90% of the people who are in the least position to have children are the ones who have the most because they're just so darn irresponsible. Sure. So they teach them life skills, emotional regulation, easy prep meals, shopping and budgeting, personal hygiene, washing and mending clothes, building and repairing bikes, and money management. And they say, they give them the best support and guidance that they possibly can, but the resources are very, very limited. And I have, like I said, I've actually visited this site and I've spoken to some of the teachers and the workers, the professional workers, and they'll say, Sandy, you see that young man over there? There was a time when something would set him off and he would get so upset. He'd want to fight everybody and everything and da-da-da-da. And now he's been with us, 6 months, 8 months. And, he can now know when he's getting to that point and he can come to us and say, listen, I need some time to myself. I need a timeout. Can I just go sit in a corner quietly? These children have ADHD. They have all sorts of other issues. Some of them are born to mothers who are drug addicts and so on. So, it's a sad indictment. So morning Instagram folks, sorry, but not sorry. 345 says teaching emotional what? Laughing out loud. Aren't our teachers fighting in schools? And that is why when that situation happened, I was number 1, shocked. And number 2, we had to make the point that y'all are supposed to be setting an example for these kids. So, I don't know what has happened. Once again, this is Julie's ministry. Every time there's an incident in the schools that warrants an investigation, no, we can't hear one thing about the investigation. Not a word. We never hear about no investigations, right? What about the one with the Obia, exorcism principle? They just move around the bad seeds in the civil service. And then the good ones, they be trying to target them. I can talk about that on Monday's show. Make sure y'all tune in because y'all going to be shocked at what I'm going to tell you on Monday about that. Some of it is downright political interference as far as I'm concerned, which is against the Constitution. But if the head of the civil service, Mr. Franz Manderson, isn't stepping up and preventing these MPs from doing it, and the governor as well, it's actually her constitutional responsibility to ensure that the political arm does not interfere with the civil service. Right now, they're allowing it to happen. I'm going to give you guys the full breakdown on Monday's program. Don't hold your breath. I was going to say hold your breath. That's a long weekend. Don't hold your breath, but we can get to it. So this is the hot mess. So sorry, but not sorry. It says jobs limited, common sense limited, Caymanians limited. Well, I mean, also asking, did we read the Auditor General's report about the Education Department? It's fair to say that the ministry, the department, the whole 9 yards is a hot mess. And who has been in charge for the last 2 political seasons going into what would be 8 terms? Juliana O'Connor Connolly. She's, although they say the MPs don't have no power, well, she claims that she's getting this, that, and that, the next thing done. Johanna's in the house. He says, Obia, come in. Poor thing. Y'all having a good laugh about this joke, Juju. Hit you with the voodoo. She lucky. First of all, I don't believe in any of that kind of stuff. I mean, I think you have to psychologically buy into it. And I don't. So she can keep trying, honey child. She'll be just okay. 26 degrees in North Carolina. Woo, honey child. Siobhan says, well, if it wasn't for CMR, I would stay in bed until 9 a.m. So I was up at 7:25. Well, I'm glad that we get you up in the morning. Because you know what my Aunt Lottie used to say? We need to write a book about her sayings. Aunt Lottie used to say, you young people probably haven't heard this because I don't know, your parents never teaching you this kind of thing. But she used to say, early to bed. Who can finish it for me? Any person. below the age of 30. I don't want y'all old heads to call in right now. Any person below the age of 30 who can call in and finish this phrase. Don't Google it. Don't AI it. Don't look it up. Call now, 936-2626. Early to bed. I want you to finish the rest of it. You have to be 30 and under, and I'm gonna check Naina. I'm gonna ask you for some ID to make sure. 30 and under. Can you? Oh, honey child, we got some smart people around here. Well, let's see. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
What? Mess with you. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise.
What? Girlfriend, I'm surprised that you 18-year-olds know that phrase. And guess what? I'm going to reward you this morning for getting that correct. And you know what I'm going to reward you with? What are you into? What kind of stuff do you like?
I like reading.
You like reading?
Yes.
Okay. So you like to go to the bookstore?
Yeah.
All right. Can I give you $100 gift certificate for you to go to the bookstore and enjoy yourself? What's your favorite bookstore? Which one do you like to go to?
Next chapter.
Next chapter it is. I'll give you. Hold on. Let me take down your number, honey child, because I'll be forgetting. Hold on now. Let me write it down in my little book. All right. So I'm going to give you $100 gift certificate. That means I have to go buy it now. To Next Chapter. I'm going to take down your number. And then you go buy whatever you can get for $100. Buy books. In fact, do you like ebooks or do you prefer a physical book? Because some people like a physical book.
I prefer physical books.
Yeah, that's nice. All right. So oh gosh, this whole pen. Hold on. Just write down your number here. So yes, you can enjoy. How did your parents used to tell you that? Did you have an Aunt Lottie in your life that used to tell you early to bed, early to rise?
My parents used to tell me.
Yeah. Did you listen to them? Did you used to go to bed early? All right. So I got your number.
Thank you so much.
Have a beautiful day. And thank you for listening.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good one.
Same to you.
All right, honey. All right. There you go. That young lady knew. Wow. I'm glad to know y'all still getting some good lessons here and there. Yes. She always used to say, early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. I was like, okay, Aunt Lottie. Good morning, caller. We already have a winner. You looking for something?
Morning, Auntie Sandy.
Good morning, Johan. What's up?
It's me, the co-owner of CMR.
We know it's you. Yes. Good morning. The co-owner, you say? Oh my gosh.
No, you mentioned yesterday and something, and I guess I missed that portion of the show.
Uh-huh.
And I was at the grocery store, and I had two people come up to me, and I didn't know them, but you know they were very polite, and so I returned it, and I said, I didn't realize that you were a co-owner of CMR, and I burst out laughing.
What? They didn't listen very well.
No, so again, I just want to say, I think it's an insult to you that anybody, whether it be politicians, civil servants, the people that own and control the politicians by financing them and directing their every move and everything that they say, it's an insult to you for all of the hard work, your hustle, your sweat, and your brain power to think that you would need me or anybody else to be your business partner and develop this platform and this machine called the Cold Hard Truth and CMR. So you're my friend. I think the world of you. I wish your brownies weren't so dry up, but hey, these things happen. But I just wanted to say to all of you that are so idle, so whatless, so bad mind, and so mean-spirited, have some respect for this woman. She has a brain. Not everybody agrees with what she says and does. You and I, we have some colorful conversations, but your success is your own. Nobody's giving you anything. And politicians and their handlers and owners and sponsors in particular, y'all need to get a life and have more respect.
Yes. It's so funny how people can get stuff wrong, though, because that's not what was said. What a mess.
Well, I just thought I'd call in and help you set the record straight because you've done all of this. The only person I know to help is your IT manager, the Don.
And he
Parlance
doesn't
Hill.
even he doesn't
You know what I
even
mean?
he doesn't even help. I mean, you know, he helps generally speaking, but
The man,
he's not he's not he's not really into
the man
CMR.
tells
So
me, no, he tells me every day, Johanna, don't listen. I don't know. I don't know
exactly.
what she says.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
what she does. But I just wanted to call and pay you that respect.
Thank you. I
and,
appreciate
and
that.
set the record straight. All right.
I
Have a great day.
appreciate that.
Oh,
Thank you so much. Yes.
we are betting hardcore on a 10:30 meltdown. Like
You're waiting
it's
for the
day
first
5
one
of
of 2024.
Listen, money's on the line. Let's make this happen. All right. I'll buy you lunch.
Thank you very much. So yeah, what
Have
was
a good day.
thank you. What was actually said yesterday? It's so how y'all get so confused when you hear something. Y'all play the worst version of telephone ever. Y'all hear something on the radio, and I get this all the time. I have people come in with Sandy, this person said you mentioned, and I'm like, but that's not what was said. Go back and listen to the show for yourselves. Y'all get it all kind of twisted. So what the conversation was about, and I'm not going to redo the whole conversation, go back and listen, but it was about special interests and the influence that they have on people. And also it was about these MPs who have family members working for them as though that's some kind of a real job situation. And there are, and I want to set the record straight here, there are family-owned businesses and there are spouses and children and parents who can work together like in a real business. What these MPs are doing is they're just taking a salary that is for an office assistant, which they get to choose. They do have, that is the one area that an MP has input in, who they hire to work in their office. They just tell that to now it's over at Parliament. Now that it's Parliament, they have like a separate budget and everything. They just tell that to that office and they do up the contract. They make, I think, anywhere between, depending on a couple different things, they make anywhere between like $4,000 or $5,000 a month. Make that sink in. Yep. And so, you know, this is just a way to keep that money within their immediate families or make sure their mom has something to do and she's getting paid $4,000 or $5,000 a month. Most of us have to work full time to make $4,000 or $5,000 a month. These jokers have their mothers, wives, aunts, whoever working for them. And I don't know what kind of overtime they're putting in. You know what I mean by overtime, but they're not working the office hours that would really probably earn them $4,000 or $5,000 a month. Most of them. I'm just telling y'all the cold hard truth, not when they're hiring family, right? So nonetheless, what I was saying was, you know, in my case, I have to make sure that I remain in control of this platform. I don't have any business partners. Started it on my own seed money, my own idea, my own vision, and I've just done it. Now, that doesn't mean that along the way, I don't have great people. You know, I've got people writing for the website. I've got Kevin that helps out with videos. I've got Misha that's now helping with social media. You know, I've built a team around that. I've got a web guy, whatever. But when it comes to the management, the managerial decisions, you know, setting up the company, who are the shareholders, I don't have nobody else there. It's just me, my own little lonesome over here in my little corner. Like I said, many of you will know this because this is no secret. I've talked about this before. Even when I first started the platform, you know, my husband is like, what are you doing? What is this? Cayman Mall Road? He didn't get it. And I didn't need him to get it. I just need, thank you for the silent support, which means that you just leave me alone and allow me to do my thing without really, you know. But he didn't understand what this was all about. He's like, I don't know why you need to do this. And I said, well, it isn't that it isn't something that I need to do, and it isn't about me. It was more about my community. And I said, my community needs this. And he can tell you, he was like, don't know. And I said, well, you don't need to know. Just relax yourself. Simple as that. Good morning. I would really appreciate one. Oh, you want one of the calendar books? Okay. Which one do you want? I have black, blue. Well, the burgundies are gone now. I have the larger ones. There's the week to view ones, which are a little bit smaller. So how many of those do I have left? Hold on. Oh, I only have one of those left. And then I've got the larger ones which is the day a page. which kind of looks like this. You have more writing room and stuff per day. These are nice. So you got black and blue left in these. So let me know. I'll hook you up. Don't worry. Okay. So yeah, so someone got that whole story all mixed up. Poor them. If you can tell Johan something, at least try and get it right. Preferably red. Oh man, I just wrote in the burgundy one. I'm sorry. I just wrote the winner's information. I was like, oh, I'll keep burgundy. I just wrote in it. I mean, if you can ignore that one page, I can let you have it. Doesn't matter to me, but let me know. Morning caller. Hello. Happy Friday.
Good morning, sweetie. Happy New Year. Could you save me a black one, please?
Yes, honey child. Hold on a second. Now I'm going to write down your name and number in this. Let me get my little Post-it notes. Hold on. Okay. Yes. I feel a little bit more organized this year. All right. So black it is. Do you want the week to view or the day of page? The day of page is more you have more room to write. You want that one?
Yeah.
All right, so let me see now.
I'm gonna have it for somebody to write it in for me. Okay. Thank you so much.
All right, my dear. Thank you too. We got a
Happy New Year.
You
Bye-bye.
too. All right, we got another caller on the line. Hold on one second. Let me try and grab it. Y'all, I'm still trying to work on there we go. Good morning, caller. Hello. Uh-oh. Hi, caller. Can you hear me?
I get black ones. I wanted a black one. Can you hear me?
Oh, now I can hear you. All right. So you'd like a black
Can I get
one?
of the black ones, please? Yes, please.
Oh, the only black one that's left is the skinny one, which would be the week to view. Is that one okay?
No, give me another blue one. I
The
want
blue
a big
one. Oh, you want the big one?
They can give me-
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on one second now. Let me just take down your number.
Okay.
You're calling on WhatsApp, right? Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
right.
yes.
Yeah. I see the number. Okay. Beautiful. Thank you, honey child.
Okay, thank you.
You're most
Okay,
welcome.
thanks.
All right.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you. I love anything that helps to organize your life.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it. All right, so we got two left. We have a black one, which is the week to view. That's a smaller one. And then we have the blue one, which is day a page. Oh, somebody just WhatsApped me. They said they want one too. Okay, let me see. Which one do you want, honey child? It's good to keep your life organized. Y'all need to see. I'm like the queen of buying stuff that helps you keep organized. Don't even ask. I got a whole folder full of like notebooks and budget organizers and oh gosh, there's so many things to keep you organized. I was gonna pull out that book. Okay, which one do you want? The black one? Yes. Okay, so the only black one we have left is a little skinny one, and then we have one blue one left. All right. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Sandra. How are you?
Hello, honey Chan. I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Beautiful.
Can I have the last one?
Sure, you can. It's blue, and it's the bigger one, but
good.
You got lots of space to write all your thoughts in for the day.
Okay, that sounds good.
Lovely. All right.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, there. Thanks
Bye-bye
too.
now.
All right, there. So I've got all your numbers written on those. So Sydney, if you want this one, although I wrote in that one little page, let me know, please. I'm happy to. Oh, we got it. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Sandy.
Hello, honey chill.
Can I have a blue
well,
book, please?
They're technically all gone, but you know what? I'm going to go buy some more. So let me just take down your number because I want y'all to be organized for the new year. So I'm going to take down your number. And I tell you what, Sydney, I'll buy you another burgundy one. So you want blue? You want the big one or the small one if they still have them available?
The blue, big one.
Blue big. All right. No problem. Anybody else needs one? Call me. I'm going to go to the store later and buy some more. Thanks, honey.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. And then I'll leave these by the station for you guys later on as well. By the DMS station on Sandwood. All right. So anybody else wants one? Hey, we believe in being organized around here, honey chill. What's going to be the upkeep on a $50 million school, Rough Seas? Oh, Rough Sea. You asked a good question, honey chill. Because let me tell you, yeah, that'll be hemorrhaging money forever. All right, Miss B, you'd like the large one, blue. Okay, let me take down your number. Okay. Good morning, caller. Happy New Year.
Good morning, Sandy. It's me again. I didn't take up my whole half hour when, as you were supposed to give me. Have you ever wondered why is it baby on the garments is called loves, huggies, and pampers? When a senior citizens on the garments is called the pins. When a baby poop in the pants, everybody love it, hug it, and pamper it. But when a senior citizen poop in their pants, it depends on who's in the will.
Oh my God. Yeah,
Anyway,
you know,
I
never.
I promise I won't call you back and I will not annoy you anymore.
I had never given it much thought, to be honest. But thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. Laughter is always the best.
Oh,
medicine.
yes, most certainly. Most certainly. Well, they say once a man, twice a child.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right, honey. Thank you.
Okay, and my wife now has Alzheimer's, and I told her, I says, once a woman, once a woman, twice a child too, and I like I'm young.
Mm-hmm.
She's 8 years old now.
Lord have mercy. Thank you, darling.
Anyway, Sandy, you have a good day.
I
Bye.
appreciate it. Thank you. All right, so I'm getting some more requests here. I'm just trying to write them down. Hold on here now. So this person wants, they didn't specify a color. I'm going to ask for a discount because we're now 5 days into 2024. So we should be able to get a little bit of discount on these, I would think. All right, Jared, I got you. All right, so we're going to do, oh, did I write Jared down? Hold on, honey. See, I didn't even write you down. Hold on, honey, chill. So, Jared, we're going to do a black one. All right. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. Morning.
Hello, darling. How are you?
I'm well. I'm not calling about the books.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to make a comment while I had the chance.
Sure.
Kim and Brock definitely needs a new high school.
Yes.
And I can tell you because I went there, and I can't tell you the amount of times we had to close school because of crabs. Yes, crabs all inside the building. Just the location being right on the water. If the weather is really bad.
But do you think a $50 million school is needed though?
So that's what I was gonna say. I mean, I don't know. Does anybody know? Where's the plans? Where's the?
Well, she refuses to show it to us.
Well, that's the thing. Gone are the days when these things are done in secret.
Yeah,
right?
does not make you suspicious?
Sense.
Like if somebody says, listen, the BRAC needs a $50 million school, then we're like, okay, show us the business case. She's refusing to show the business case.
No, I agree 100%. I'm just saying they definitely need a new school.
Yeah.
And it should be on the bluff, in my opinion.
Yes. Well, I heard there's something brewing. Yeah, I heard there's something brewing even about the location of the school on the bluff, about that land. We're going to have some more information for you guys on Monday about that. But let me say this, right? When government takes on certain projects, you know, government is going to get everything, especially because it's an educational project. Everything's going to be duty free. You know, they're not paying to bring in the materials in terms of duty. They're going to get all that duty free. They're going to just buy the material in bulk, They'll do all sorts of waivers for the contractors. So what makes a school for 200 kids $50 million when you think about how a government project works? To me, that's like mind blowing. Like, I don't even understand that. Meanwhile, somebody was mentioning yesterday, the kids at UCCI don't even have a common hall to be able to sit in and relax between classes. They have to sit outside in the hot sun. Special needs kids are not getting proper funding. John Gray High School is overcrowded.
UCCI definitely needs an upgrade. I went there too.
My goodness.
They definitely need to upgrade on their facilities. No, I agree 100%. I'm just saying they definitely need a new school. Well, how much it needs to cost and where it should be, that's a whole other.
Yeah. Well, the devil is in the details. I mean, I don't in principle have anything wrong with the BRAC getting a school. And in fact, the previous premier also has expressed that he didn't have an issue either. He was like, you know what? We can start out with $20 million. And then all of a sudden it went from $20 million to $50 million. So I don't know. Sounds kind of suspect to me.
Maybe they're overestimating this time instead
Girl,
of underestimating,
please.
and it costs more.
We wish they thought like that.
Okay.
But I appreciate
Thanks.
the call. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye.
All right, my dear. So someone's asking about the cost of the calendar books. I'm giving them away for free. Now, I know I'll be telling y'all there's no such thing as a free meal. I'm not giving you a whole meal. I'm just giving you a calendar book to organize your life in 2024. All right. Is that an extra $5 billion a year? You see, there's so much room for mismanagement of this project in Cayman Brac, I feel like. I feel like this is going to be, come see, who's going to be the project manager, who's going to all of a sudden get jobs, and oh, Lord. Oh, wow. The money going to be flowing in Cayman Brac, though. They think they got a drug problem now. Wait. Lord, these people are not even going to be showing up to work. She also created this thing on the BRAC with these road workers. I don't know how much you guys know about this, but apparently in the BRAC, they have people who go around working on the roads. They're kind of like, I think, sanitation workers. Like, it's a little bit weird. But anyway, they go around like a cleanup crew, and they're on some sort of a contract. But the weird thing is, the question that I've had is, why doesn't DEH hire these people? It's like a whole crew of people that Julie has set up this program, and it just keeps rolling into like her budget, right? It's almost like the NICE program on the BRAC, but on a permanent basis. And I'm just like, that's weird. Just have them apply to DEH. If DEH needs staff to clean up or whatever, roadworks, then, make them part of NRA, roadworks, whatever. She just has like a special, like, it's just bizarre. Like, listen, Cayman Brackers, don't get insulted. You guys are part of us. We're the Cayman Islands, plural. So, we're not here trying to forget you all. You're part of us. You need good representation. You need, infrastructure development and so on in Cayman Brac. But what you don't need is like special treatment. Like, there's certain things that Brackers kind of expect and they want done. I'm like, no, like, you're included in the budget. Let's give you what you deserve. You guys deserve the same standard and quality of living that we have here in Cayman, which should be, for a so-called first world country, should really be top notch. We're not trying to deny Cayman Brackers any, rights in education, right to proper housing and all these sorts of things. But at the same time, there is this feeling that people in the BRAC don't feel like the proper rules apply to them. They can just, and I'm talking about the MPs now, they can just make up, a whole department that isn't really a department and just hire people. And here's the crazy thing about it. Those same people, Brackers complaining about the spread of the drugs in Cayman Brac, those same people are complaining about that and don't even want to acknowledge that this roadworks crew, who's out there largely being idle, because the BRAC not that big that you need a 24/7 roadworks crew going around and picking up stuff. They are part of the people who are out there actually selling the drugs. There's like a whole network of this. Yes, honey child. Right? So I'm confused by the whole thing. I'm just like, what? Yes, they're running drugs through this government network. Now imagine the irony of that. Government has created work for these people. Nice program, 365. They're out there working on government time and getting paid by government, and they are still dabbling in illegal activity and selling drugs to your children in Cayman Brac. And proper and prim Christian Julie don't want to talk about the drug issues in Cayman Brac. This woman has never acknowledged the prevalence of drugs in the Brac. You want to know the God's honest truth? How much is a school going to help you? Now, listen, them Bracker children kind of bright, you know. You know why they do so well in school? Because of the size of their population. They don't have no overcrowding issues. One of the biggest, and go look it up, the single determining factor when it comes to your child's success in a school environment. Listen to this. It's not all the technology. It's not all the fancy computers and laptops and this and that we're giving them. It's the student-teacher ratio. That is the number one factor that will determine your child's success. So in other words, the smaller the student-teacher ratio is, the more likely your children are to learn. So that's why all these fancy schools don't make no difference. You can build all the fancy schools you want. Oh, common areas. Apparently she wants that big hall like what they have at John Gray. She wants a big hall in the Bracken stuff as well. Why? None of that stuff is conducive to your children learning. What you do is you keep the size small. You keep the student to teacher ratio small. And that means that your children have less environmental stresses, less things like other children to interfere with them and all that kind of stuff, right? They're more likely to pay attention in classroom. The teachers and teachers' assistants have more time to work with your students, and that is what is going to guarantee their success. Well, not guarantee, but you know what I mean. That will put them on the right path. we just, the formula that we have for these things is all kind of mixed up. I'm just saying. Lord have mercy. And mind you, she's supposed to be an educator. Like I said, she's been minister of education now going in. This is her second term. And she still don't know what makes your children successful in a classroom environment. She's still focused on all the wrong things. Someone says, how do we stop the school? Complaining is one thing, but stopping a $60 million spend for a handful of students is critical. Well, you know how you stop it? You call every single one of you is supposed to have an MP. I'm not calling mine because that's Chris Saunders. So I'll call everybody else but him. But you need to put pressure on your MPs, because let me be very clear here. I have been hyper-focused on Juliana O'Connor Connolly because she is the one who's the head of the government right now, right? She did this whole coup situation, but she is not the brains so much of the operation as we think. She's also a puppet. And she knows what business owners are controlling her and who will be giving her phone cards and funding and money. All your MPs pretty much are in the same basket. So let me be very, very clear. All of this is happening behind the scenes. The puppet master isn't who you think the puppet master is. But she's like puppet master, twice removed. So she's a puppet master right now over these other MPs, but they are individual MPs and ministers. They want to talk about collective responsibility. Listen to me very, very carefully. When they go to the polls, it is now called one man, one vote. Everybody for them damn selves. Okay? There's no collective responsibility when you get in that booth and you're about to pick out one person that you're voting for. And in order for them to do anything and to even make a paycheck, they have to get elected again. And they care about getting elected. They really do. That's one of the reasons they can't stand me, because I'll be airing out their dirt. And airing out their dirt is making you go, do I really want this person as an MP? I don't know. Let's see what options we have. They don't like it. So you got to put the pressure on every single one of them that this is a horrible idea. Not just the cabinet, but you start with the cabinet members first and you go out from there, right? Alden and Mr. Roy McTaggart both criticizing this government, but at the same time, they're not saying no to Julie either. They're not saying, no, we're not going to build you a $50 million school, which is going to cost in excess of that. Come on now. This is nonsense. Call your MPs. Y'all want their phone numbers? I'm going to give you their phone numbers here in a second, the ones that I have. Tiana says mandatory birth control for those who government have to keep maintaining, the parents and the children. Alternatively, mandatory hysterectomies and vasectomies. Ooh, Tiana, you must be family to me, honey chill. I've been saying that forever. And I know people think that sounds like some kind of, oh, Sandy, you can't do that. We're doing very good today. And then it just happened. I just saw it. Ooh, honey chill. Okay. So hopefully the radio is still on. It was a quick blip, but I did just see it. So it happened at about 60. Okay. Let me see here now. It just happened. All right, hold on one second here. Cleared out cash. Okay. Okay. So yes. Okay. All right. So just sending my tech people a little thing here. Yeah, I did see it drop out, but is it back? Can you guys hear me now? Let me know. YouTube. I think YouTube, I think there's a delay, so YouTube will probably kick back in just a second. Okay, folks. So, Tiana, I agree with you wholeheartedly that this is something that needs to really be seriously considered, right? This is how I see it. When you have to be in government assistance, and let's not judge you for a second, but we're still going to have to judge you because there are reasons why we all end up in situations. If you're making poor decisions about your life, okay, that include having children, not focusing on your education, mouths that you can't feed, you're trying to pull yourself up. Let me give you another statistic here in case you guys missed this, right? If you ever grew up in poverty, you know that is not somewhere that you want to stay. Yes? Anybody here who grew up in poverty who is like, oh, I love the poverty life. I'm all about that life. I want to be poor the rest of my life. Anybody? Raise your hands. Let me see. Anybody grew up in poverty, wants to stay in poverty? No. But because of the fact that we grew up in poverty and we are surrounded by people themselves who don't know any better, in most cases, they don't have the life skills to be able to change their situation, right? And a lot of times, because they don't have the mentality, they don't have the understanding, the life skills, they cannot pass that on to their own children. So that is the major reason why things like poverty tends to be multi-generational, one to the next. Messages of constraint, right? Focusing on your education, knowing that you have to prioritize that above all else. Just not living out in these streets, wilding out like you crazy. That will get you nowhere. If you have parents that are consistent in their messaging and their behavior, because they got to live the example for you, because you can't just tell your kids what to do and then you wild out in these streets and think that that's going to work. You have to live by example. When you're able to do that, even if you're poor, the chances of your kids being able to break the cycle of poverty is much higher. However, the worst thing you can do if you're trying to break the cycle of poverty is to start having children. You can't afford them. Newsflash, children cost money. They take time and energy and resources. When you are a single person fending for yourself, you can pick up that 12-hour shift at work and not have to worry about, oh my God, I got 2 kids at home. If I can't be there for them, I have to turn around and pay a helper, and I can't afford to pay a helper because I'm on minimum wage or barely making ends meet. There is a real trickle-down effect when it comes to your finances once you start to have children. Yes. And so this is the reality of it. You've got to prioritize your education. Listen, I grew up poor. There's nothing wrong with growing up poor. Remaining in that state of poverty, especially in your head, is where you have a problem. Right? I understood very well that I needed to do better. And it's not a situation of looking down on your parents, on their circumstances. Listen, a lot of them were doing the best that they could do. A lot of them didn't have access to birth control. They didn't necessarily know anything about it. Times were different. There was a different expectation. Right? That's what you did as a woman. Just got pregnant. And then at some point, these no good men, they weren't supporting the children. You weren't married. There was a whole trickle-down effect of you all of a sudden being a single parent or being a divorcee with multiple, husbands that really were no good, although they married you back in the day. And so as women, you have to take control of your life. No man can tell you what to do with your body. No man or woman, as far as I'm concerned. But there's a strong correlation between someone who wants to get out of poverty and they keep having children that they cannot afford. You're not going to go nowhere. And then unfortunately, you're already starting the downward cycle and repetitive cycle for the next generation, your children. Prioritize your education above all else. That's where you need to start. And listen, I'm very, very sympathetic. I get it. Young people, I know when your loins are burning you and you're 18, 19 years old. Some of y'all not waiting that long, but take Auntie Sandy advice. The longer you wait to engage in sexual activity, the better. Just take it from me. If you really must, take it from me. But I get it. You see that little boy and you're like, oh my gosh, I love him. Okay. Well, that's not what love is. But anyway, you can try a thing. So I'm not here to dissuade you from that because I think that's a losing battle, quite frankly. What I'm saying is just be smart, protect yourself. Okay, that little boy telling you he loves you, he don't love you, child. He don't even know what love is. When you're that young, you don't have a clue. But you have to work through it. You have to experience your first broken heart. Oh, I thought I loved him. When you hit 30, you're going to be like, what the hell was I thinking? I didn't love him. He didn't love me. We were too young. We had no clue, no concept. Yeah. But do not make a permanent decision, i.e. having children, that's a permanent decision, for a temporary feeling, i.e. you think you're in love. Or you think whatever feelings, your loins be on fire. That's a temporary feeling. That will pass. What will not pass is when you have children and mouths to feed that you weren't ready for. And unfortunately, that puts you kind of in a bad situation. So Tiana's point, NAU, millions of dollars, hemorrhaging money, right? Where are all of the parenting classes? Where is the sex education classes in our schools? Because, let me be very clear, your elected officials would rather you remain dumb and under their control. Because the less educated you are, the fewer questions you ask, right? The less things that you're going to demand. You're just going to be looking for handouts for the bare necessities, the bare minimum. You don't need any handouts in life when you're self-sufficient. It's an insult to me for somebody to think that I need a handout. I don't need a handout. In life, I needed a help. Sometimes it was just an encouraging word. Maybe it was a meal. When I was in university, I was working, had no money, no food, whatever. But guess what? I wasn't quitting university for nothing. I'm like, listen, the money is going to come from somewhere. I'm going to beg. I'm going to work. I was working on campus. When I could work off campus, I got an off-campus job. You know, when I wasn't in school, I was out there working. These are the sacrifices that I had to make in order to get that little piece of paper. Because I understood that would open up opportunities. Oh, that's Zeus scratching at the door. Sorry, give me 1 second here. Lord have mercy. Who taught this dog how to knock? 1 second.
Things are heating up at Burger King, K-Man. For the first time in history, the signature heat of the Ghost Pepper has come to our iconic chicken fries. Introducing all new Ghost Pepper chicken fries at Burger King. Our delicious white meat chicken fries have been taken up a notch with Ghost Pepper spice added to the breading for ultimate flavor and heat. Ghost Pepper chicken fries have arrived at Burger King. Available in 8 or 12 pieces, but for a limited time only. Full menu at burgerking.ky.
All right, folks. Apparently he knows how to knock on the door now. That was him scratching on the door. He wanted to come in. All right. So listen, you know, you've got to figure out a roadmap for you to elevate yourself in life. And so the government, in my opinion, also has to help people along that same path. Social programs are very, very important. Where's the sex education in our schools? I mean, I don't know. I don't have any kids at that age, but who is trying to help y'all navigate your teenage years? How are y'all figuring it out? Your parents should be the primary people, but if your parents are not equipped to do it, they don't have the skills to do it, then who's doing it for you? Who's helping you? What programs are there? These are the types of things that are worth spending money and investing in. And when the system starts to fail and there's all these cracks in the system, because we're hemorrhaging money through the needs assessment unit and their budget keeps increasing, right? There's no effective way of trying to transition people off of that. Every single person who goes on NAU assistance should have a mentor who is providing them with life skills, educational advice, and even work, job, family, everything. They need to have a mentor. They should partner those individuals with a mentor. Good morning. Oh. And so in my mind, right, that is something that could reap some real results. Oh. Right? That's all I'm saying. Ooh, somebody's sending me some juicy stuff. Oh Lord, thank you so much. Let's just have a moment of prayer and thanks because the good Lord works in mysterious ways. Y'all wait till I show you what I have here. Oh, what a nugget. If NAU has to implement a necessary birth control program while you're on NAU, I don't see nothing wrong with that. If you need the help of we the people to pay for housing and food cards and whatever for your kids, that means that you can't afford to have no more children and you shouldn't be having no more children. And if that means that we're going to pay for birth control as part of that monthly plan, then where's my hallelujah? Make it happen, honey child. Make it happen. All right. And that would be one of the, you need government's assistance. You sign this little waiver right here that will also be putting you on some birth control. And I mean long-term birth control too. Not a pill that you got to take every day and you're going to forget to take. Lord have mercy. Siobhan says, question, if the father's a drug addict and sleeps with the woman, does that affect the unborn child? Just curious, I'm asking. It's such an interesting question, Siobhan, and the short answer is yes. Not quite in the same way as it impacts if the mother's a drug addict, because the mother who's carrying the child, is carrying her in a placenta and supplies her all the nutrients. So the mother's health, well-being, drugs, everything that you put into your body before, during pregnancy, and even after if you're breastfeeding has a direct impact on your child. However, an embryo, a child, starts from the sperm and an egg coming together. And if the egg is compromised, don't think that that means that you're going to have a healthy child. In fact, research has shown that men who smoke cigarettes, marijuana, and all this other stuff have compromised sperm. And that can lead, and alcohol, that can lead to issues with a child. So short answer is yes. We could delve into it a little bit deeper, but we're not going there today. Pat says, what were the lessons learned in building the 2 high schools in Cayman? One thing is that it is the quality of education, not the buildings, the big buildings. Exactly. No one is talking about that. Everyone, I appreciate that last caller saying crabs coming into the building. Okay. But let me ask y'all a question. You know that your parents, a lot of them made a lot of sacrifices to get where they are, and they became successful people, right? I'm talking about the success stories now. And those success stories were sitting in classrooms with no air conditioning. Y'all heard me? Going to school barefoot, having parents who had to stitch up their clothing. They didn't have all the modern conveniences that we oohing and ahhing and complaining about today. So we have more and are building bigger and supposedly better facilities when it comes to schools, and yet look at what we're turning out. Where's the correlation? How does that make sense? Morning, Miss Linda. So, Miss Pat is absolutely right. The money that we spend on these schools is not going to mean that we're getting a quality education out of our children or for our children. We have an issue even trying to hire good quality workers. Where's the curriculum review? Go read all of the reports for all the schools, and you come again and tell me, how is this working? Here, Lord Jesus, y'all coming with the evidence today. Woo. Yes, honey child. Where's my little lozenges? I feel like I need something for my throat. School's in session, and my students are paying attention. Oh, I love it when y'all are so smart. Woo. Hear what this person shared. Sandy, look at Island Primary. Brand new school that was just built in the Cayman Islands. Ooh, honey child. Hold on. Top-notch facility. All of the parents with money want their children to go to Island Primary. Hold on here now. Island Primary. Yes, honey child. I want to look up some of their amenities and stuff like that. Ooh, let's see what they got. A new school has taken root in Grand Cayman. Oh my gosh. Reception year 1, 2, and 3 programs. Oh, wow. Look at this school. What a beautiful school. Yes, honey child. All right. So, the school, primary is a new school in Georgetown, in case y'all missed it, offering a British curriculum tailored for a local community of eager and curious learners. Yes, sounds nice. I want to see facility pictures. Any facility pictures up yet? Oh, yeah. Well, they look like they're high tech and they got the most going on. Go check out their website. Here's the thing. How much did it cost to build this high tech school? $15 million. Follow the cookie trail of common sense now, because this is very important. Let me show you all a nice little picture. Hold on. $15 million to build a school for 350 students. Look at this. Hold on now. Hold on. Look at Island Primary showing off. Beautiful facility. Yes? And that only costs $15 million? Oh, really? For 350 students? The school is 30,000 square feet on a 3.5 acre all grass field, over 100 trees, and a developing community garden. So tell me something now. What does Juliana O'Connor Conley need $50 million for? Have it make sense. How did Island Primary, a private institution catering to up to 350 students, ages 4 to 11, build a school for $15 million? And at the first term they just opened, I think they're opening this. Are they open already? They took in students already, right? 119 students registered for the new school term. Anybody can have this make sense? I'm waiting. What does Julie need $50 million for? Like I said, y'all need to start asking your MPs who have signed off on this, because they sit back and make these types of decisions that are going to impact me, my child, and my child's child, and so on, because you know how long it's going to take to pay for a $50 million school? I'm just saying. And somebody said, and remember, building material is going to the Fish Island is duty-free regardless. So, Jesus, can you take the school bus? Because I'm confused. What a hot mess. Let me give you some phone numbers of your MPs. You want to be able to contact them? Anybody here wants to contact their MPs and don't have their number? Their phone needs to be blowing off. Let's read some comments. Morning, Miss Beulah. And somebody said that $15 million is included in the cost to fill the property as well. Wow, what a mess we in. Aliano says, need to teach the young to stop that rat race mindset and struggle. Gospel values start with hard work. Drinking, sexing, and drugs is not the key, but this generation is thick-headed. I'm not even going to say this generation, because that's been happening a long time, honey child. Morning, Marco. Johan says, is this A, coincidence, B, internet failing, or C, bad mind, or E, all of the above? Well, it has only happened once during today's show, so I feel like there has been an improvement. Knock on wood. Liana says, Honduras, there's a curfew on light and water in schools? What a heck? What? Linda says, hell no. No poverty around here for me. Evelyn says, I grew up poor, but who wants to stay in that condition? And let me tell you something about poverty. Poverty is a state of mind, not what you have in the bank. Y'all ain't ready for that gospel truth. It's a state of mind. I hear and I listen carefully to people all the time that say certain things to me. And I say, that is how poor people think. Stop thinking like a poor person. Forget about what's in your bank account for a second. But if you can't adjust your mentality, you will remain poor for the rest of your life. Somebody said to me recently, you know, they have a little apartment and, you know, they wanted to do some renovations in it. They can't afford to do it. They're wondering if they can dip into their pension fund. I said, dip into your pension fund to renovate and fix an apartment. That is a poor person mentality. You shouldn't be touching your pension fund for nothing, much less something like that. Well, I got this credit card and then I got in trouble. Oh, got a credit card, spent all of it. Now you've taken something that has the highest interest rate of anything that you could possibly get, a credit card. And now you have to pay that back. Can only make minimum payments. You know how long it'll take you to pay back a credit card at the minimum payments? Once again, poor person mentality. That's why you're going to remain poor. That's why that bank account is always going to be in the negative or near zero. You got to adjust that first. Giselle says they can build big fancy schools, but does not make the education and system better when they do not increase the resources, teachers, special needs, assistance, and intervention programs. Hello. Hello. Julie, any of y'all listening? Any MPs listening? Do y'all pay attention? How many times are we going to get it wrong? Right? Look at John Gray now. I mean, when I tell you that campus is beautiful, I tell no lie. That campus look better than what CIS has. Locker CIS. Oh, I was like, listen, yeah. Oh, the school is beautiful. And guess what? The children still fighting, beating up each other, near killing each other. The behavior not no better. All these issues continue. Overcrowded. You're bringing in teachers, Julianne O'Connor Connolly, from Jamaica, who had to turn around and go back home because you don't have anywhere to place their children in schools. Because you told them they could get in a government school for free, and then they come here and you forgot to tell them that John Gray High School was only designed for, 900,000 students, and it has over 1,200 students. What did I say earlier? Did y'all write it down in your little student books? Student-teacher ratio. If you have overcrowding at a school, what do you think the average classroom size is at John Gray High School? Your children will struggle to learn for that simple fact alone. I'm just saying. Amelia says, who's the puppet master? There's more than one, and y'all not ready for it yet. Anthony says Juju's brother is one of the dealers too. Lord Jesus, take the wheel this morning. Where is my Bible? All I can say, I don't know. I don't even know Juliana like that, and I certainly don't know her brother. However, if I had $1 for every time somebody call up her brother name in relation to anything called drugs, I would be a very wealthy woman. I would be rich. I'm just saying. People talk. I don't know how much y'all know what you're talking about. But as they say, Pandamal Road, if it don't go so, it go close to so. I keep hearing. I don't even know who this brother is. But I have heard time and time again, even the police are like, oh, you can't. I heard he has some kind of boat or something, be doing these day trips to some little, it was an island or some little piece of land out there. Oh, you can't go out there. And then after certain hours and this and that, because even the police are saying, we know so-and-so going to pick up drugs on the boat in the middle of the ocean, and they puts and hides it in this little bushy island. Take it or leave it. Anthony, good morning. Anthony says Juju's brother is the biggest contractor in Cayman Brac. Why you think it's so much budgeted? Lord Jesus, he's a contractor too? Yes, sir. What a hot mess. Remember her niece was the one who had the little overdose problem, school teacher in the Brac, and had an overdose, and all now Juliana has never addressed that, never said a word, nothing. Her Brackers strung out on drugs, hanging out by the very cemetery, leaning up against the wall, begging people for money so they can buy drugs. the so-called drug lords in Cayman Brac, threatening people. And this woman who's been in power for almost 30 years has done nothing to address this. Hasn't even said a single word. But yet she got time to be praying against the LGBT community. Pray against the drugs in Cayman Brac, woman. Pray against the child molesters in Cayman Brac, because you know a couple of them too, apparently. Morning, Parky Journals. Have you done any new journals for the year, by the way? Miss Aline, WhatsApp me and let me know which of the books you'd like. Y'all get me in trouble with all this truth telling, you know. Y'all better try and stop it. All right. None of this was even on my list of topics. I need to talk about the RCIPS. Mr. Amelia, we need to call you about these things you're going on, Pete and Cayman, and confusing people, but we soon get there. This person says, it's true, Miss Sandy. I'm a John Gray High School graduate of 2002, and our class sizes had at least 25 students per class, and God forbid, if you had some bad apples in a class, it was very disruptive. Of course. And it doesn't take many bad apples, but with a classroom size like that, the teacher can't control the situation. Hello, Miss Gigi. Good morning. Yes, Zeus is with me. Can you have him? We don't have the regular assistants around here. Miss Stacy's engaged otherwise. What would you like to do, Zeus? He came knocking on Mommy's door. Yes, he did. So I think he just wants to relax a little bit. Maybe, you know, you might have been stressing him out. You want to spend time with him? Mm-hmm. I think he needs a break. He looks tired. Right? Oh, he can relax in the COVID room. All right. See if he'll go with you. Go on, Zeus. Oh. Maybe close the door so he can sit down and relax, okay? All right, honey child. Uh-huh. Beautiful schools with how many passes and behavioral incidents? Siobhan says, I roll. Tracy says, what are they planning on doing with the old George Hicks High School campus? Only God knows. The problem that I have, let me take a commercial break. I need to get my little tissue. My sinuses are annoying me a little bit here. Let me grab a quick commercial break because I want to talk about the lack of planning here as well, because I think that that's really, really important.
Renewables are very important to CUC. The environment's going to benefit, the customers are going to benefit.
It is the future. It's not a matter of if it's coming, it's when.
We can't stop. We do need the change.
Really, really excited to talk about how we're going to get a lot of renewable energy on the grid.
We have been working on bringing renewable energy to Grand Cayman for many years now and produced our integrated resource plan back in 2016.
Looking at how we can most effectively not only get renewable energy but reduce the CO2 impact of CUC's operations. You hear the comments or the misnomers that CUC is married to diesel, and quite frankly, that there couldn't be anything that's further from the truth. We know that renewable energy is the right thing to do.
There's a lot of value by using renewable energy, battery energy storage within your integrated grid. A lot of time has to be put together to do your research, understand what it is that you're wanting to put out there.
CUC has the ability to lead that transition, right? And be the first for not only Cayman, but the region.
It's going to be so worth it. It's what I come to work for every single day. To know what we're working on is going to set the country up for success. It's going to be a foundational element of the economy.
Bringing the public along with us is one of the key things to make a success out of it.
Just to make sure that we're doing our part to reach those United Nations Sustainable Development Goals.
Our team has been equipped, trained, developed. If we get a go-ahead tomorrow, we start.
And I see it in the future, it's not that far away. It could be as little as 5 or 6 years away, where we'll have times of the day where we are 100% renewable.
All right, folks, welcome back. So one of the key concerns that I have is there seems to be lacking in all facets of government operations, a real understanding of what the development plan is. What is the 5-year, 10-year, 15-year, 25-year plan for our educational system in Cayman? That's why they can jump up out of the blue, out of nowhere, and be like, oh, yes, I want a $50 million school. Julie wasn't talking about that during the last election. She wasn't talking about it last year. This seems to have really come out of nowhere. And you really do have to ask yourselves, why is that the case? Same thing with this property in Cayman Brac. She's never mentioned expanding the West End Cemetery. Does it need expansion? Is there a business case for that? Oh, social housing, expanding the post office. Really? Expanding a post office is so retrograde. Most people are not even going in that direction anymore when it comes to postal services. What a hot mess. Anyway, people are trying to distinguish between her brothers. Apparently, she has more than one brother, and they're telling us which one is running the drugs. Well, y'all can figure that out, Brackers. Okay, so let me back up here. And thank you so much for your multiple comments. This person say Island Primary is open. And the first day of school was August 21st of 2023 for the fall term. The $15 million included the cost to fill the property as well. And every child gets a laptop and tablet. Current enrollment is 264 students. Maybe what Julie needs to do is go study the model over there, and she can figure it out a little bit better. Let me see here now. Someone says Island Primary and Caymanian employees, question mark. Well, I have no clue who they have employed over there, so I can't speak to that. What I can say is as many educational schools and facilities we have, we shouldn't have any unemployed Caymanian teachers if they really want a job. Someone says, please, you hiring teachers from countries that never seen a laptop and expect them to teach your children. Yes, well, again, Juliana O'Connor Conley and the civil service has promoted individuals in the education ministry. And I'm just going to call her name because it is what it is. Everybody knows who I'm talking about. Miss Monteith, been there forever. And she seems to have a preference for 7-day Adventist Jamaican teachers. Now, I don't care really where you come from, except you should be prioritizing your Caymanian teachers first and prioritizing those who have the relevant experience. So when a teacher says to me that we're bringing in teachers who don't even have the facilities that then we want to spend $50 million on and brag, and we turn around and fill those facilities with people who don't have a clue, it's no wonder our children can't learn. They go on to say teachers who are more interested in pushing their 7-day Adventist. Lord, I never even saw this part. Hold on. Teachers who are more interested in pushing their 7-day Adventist agenda rather than incorporating technology. All the BRAC needs is one school from prep to high school. That's the whole of the BRAC can fit into Island Primary. Woo! Yes, sir. Lord Jesus. All right. So a good Samaritan this morning has sent me some nuggets. Hold on here now, honey child. They have sent me, good morning, Auntie Sandy. Here's the drawings. Woo! Brack school. We got the information. Is this what I'm looking for? Whew, you just made my day, honey child. Hold on here now. Let me see what this is. Oh my God. Is this could be what they didn't want to release to the public? Oh, let me see. Hold on. I gotta save them their PDFs. Oh yeah. Nice. Oh my God. Yes, sir. This is where it's at. Drawings of the Black School. Can you get us the business case too? Sneaky link that to me now. Lord have mercy. Listen, I know people can find my car and put it on the windshield, you know. Hook up a friend. To replace and provide a new purpose-built school and hurricane shelter for 200 students and 40 staff in a building that supports the delivery of the existing curriculum. Yeah, because they're never going to improve that. Together with a gym for competitive sports, as well as a separate accommodation block. Buildings that hold on. Yes, sir. He not gonna give it to me because Julie tell him don't release it. Wayne A. Riley is the project manager. All right, buildings that meet all health and safety requirements for $50 million, you better. That meets or exceeds minimum international students for schools for $50 million. It shouldn't be about no meeting. You better exceed, honey child. An environmentally friendly and efficient MEP system. Oh, yes. Because the MEP systems at Clifton Hunter and John Gray are already having problems. And look what we paid for them. Centrally supplied air conditioning, along with restroom facilities for males and females, including ADA accessible. Provides car parking for 80 vehicles, along with 5 ADA car accessible parking. Commercial grade kitchen facility, capable of preparing up to 200 meals a day, with kitchen facilities that meet DE8 standards, with efficient cooking and ventilation systems to improve energy efficiency, efficient building services, and high performance appliances, plumbing, and other facilities. To enable on-site washing of dishes, all you need is a sink, honey child, and utensils, and secure storage space for food and meal prep. The hurricane-rated accommodation should provide shelter for a minimum of 600 people to a minimum hurricane category rating of category 5. How many? Okay. All right. Let me ask you a question. That other building that they have on the BRAC that people keep asking me what the building is for, because it's been built, AC runs at 60 degrees all the time and it's shuttered up. That wasn't built to hurricane standards. Like, that isn't a facility. What is that? No, sir. All right, let me show you some pictures. Somebody says, if a new school was such a priority for the BRAC, why didn't she build one instead of Hurricane Hilton several years ago? Is that the same place I'm talking about, that other structure, and it's just like abandoned and nobody seems to know what it's for? It's so confusing. All right, BRAC school. Let me show you what, slides. Hold on. Oh, the person said, yes, that's what that is. But what is it? I still don't know what it is. I'm confused. All right, so let's look at the drawings. Oh my gosh, this might be the first time anybody has seen these. Oh, this is, pick a smaller size file. That's too big. What? Let me try another one. We might have to do a screen share then. Okay, this one is uploading. Hold on. Y'all getting a real little nugget here today. Hold on, honey child. Let me try and bring in the other ones. We'll see which ones. One is too large. Looks like they're all too large, but that's okay. We got more than one way to share. The issue was with your file. Please try again in a little while. All right, never mind. We're going to pull it up as a screen share. Hold on, I got to make sure y'all get the information. Kitchen layout, landscaping, architectural drawing. Oh, this is 39 pages. No wonder I can't open this like that. Yes, sir. Hold on. Let me see now. So the person says, yes, that's supposed to be a hurricane shelter. A hurricane shelter that no one don't know anything about? So this person said the first phase of the BRAC project is affordable housing for teachers. It is somewhere either in a Compass Loop or Cayman News article. Affordable housing for teachers. Say what? Affordable housing for teachers? Because you're hiring teachers. I'm confused. Somebody, that's the same question I'm asking. Why do teachers need affordable housing in Iraq? I'm not sure I understand that, but okay. All right, let me see here now. Oh gosh, these drawings are so detailed. Oh my God, not the detailed drawings. I think it's still trying to upload. What the heck? Wow. Hold on here now. Ooh la la. Hot tamales. All right. Let me show y'all what I got, honey child. So this one now, this is the kitchen. Can y'all see that? I'm going to pull it up on my other screen as well so I can see it. So this is the kitchen layout. This one's only one page. That's why you can kind of make it out. So we have, wow, this is quite a kitchen. Equipment category, food service equipment schedule. So you guys see that little thing over to the right? I know you can't see it, so I'm going to try to read some of it for you. Let me increase the size on my screen. You have, I think it's better if I do a screen share. Hold on. Because then that way you can see it, I think, a little bit better if I do this as a screen share. Okay. Yes. So we have, oh, I think I made it too big. Hold on. Okay. All right. So we have food service equipment schedule, desk, filter, fat oil, fry master. That's the manufacturer of the stuff. You got ice bin, filter system, ice maker, freezer, refrigerator, trash can, sneeze guard, refrigerator. So far I've counted 1, 2, 3 refrigerators, 4, 5, 6 refrigerators. Damn. Warmer, buffet style. You got a table, 16/300, 5 foot, backsplash, shelf, wall mounting unit, dry storage shelving, refrigerator base, range, restaurant style, gas stove, broiler, under fired gas plate. No, they're gonna be teaching them Cayman food, I hope, after all this. Hood Oh man, the microphone again. Julie said, cut her mic. We don't want her giving out these plans, honey child. Cut her mic. Hold on. I think it impacted her radio as well. Somebody say you going to give her a heart attack. Geez, I'm peace. Don't say that. Because if she have a heart attack, they don't want to blame me for it. All right, let's make sure radio listeners can still hear me. So let me play a little something. Hold on.
Recover Personal Injury Attorneys, helping injured people get what they deserve. Did you know that insurance companies have lawyers that represent their interests? Before signing and accepting any settlement, know your rights. Call us today for a free consultation at 924-9999. That's 924-9999. Recover. Your personal injury attorneys are on standby to assist.
All right, folks. I knew that would have kicked the radio off. So I wanted to make sure radio listeners, although they can't see these graphs, I do want to make sure that they are getting the benefit of them as well. All right. So up next, kitchen. These are architectural drawings. This is quite a big file, so it is taking a while to pull up on the screen. But my goodness, let's just say that they have gone all out with this facility. What does it say? All four sides of window, reveal to be painted in a featured color. All this fanciness again, that then they'd be like, oh, wow, we should have really put no windows in because now the children complaining about the sunlight and the heat and the this and that. Soffit and returns of entrance to be painted. Oh my gosh, this is 39 pages of all of the architectural drawings now for this school. See that? Huh? What a hot mess. What's this thing over here? Let me see if we can zoom in a little bit. No business case, but this is as close as we're going to get at this time. Dining social space. Chair, equipment storage, dining, social space again over here. Humanities classroom. They get 1, 2, 3, 4 humanities classroom. Damn. They could be learning a lot about humanities. Music classroom, learning support. Only one little space for that. That should be the opposite. They should have about 4 classrooms for learning support. But anyway, as usual. Beacon HS, second office, quiet room. Sensory store, hygiene, steel pan room, an entire room for steel pan. I mean, is that such a big thing on the BRAC? Music practice, recording, music store, circulation, boys toilet, girls toilet. They should probably separate them a little bit more, but anyway. Conference room, dental office, a dental office. What the hell? A dental office in school? That's over here. Nurse's office, sick room, conference. You got your electrical room, IT room, circulation. What is these reprographics? Dental plant. What's a dental plant? I don't know what that is. What is that? Meeting room, reception, general office, lobby. This is the massive kitchen. Look at the size of that kitchen, yo. Security, water, D&T prep, electrical room, D&T workshop, food prep, home economics, food and nutrition classroom, home management, WC, counselor, TVET workshop. That should be bigger. I'm just saying. Dance studio, small hall. A dance studio in Cayman Brac. Wow. The gymnasium. Laundry. Girls' toilet. Girls' changing room. Boys' locker room, changing room. PE exterior storage. Maintenance store. Boys' changing room again. So the boys get a locker room. So they're doing girls' locker room. boys' locker room, or men's and women's. So is that different with showers? So that means that that's not for the kids. And then we have a separate changing room for the boys and girls, and then toilet area, exam storage, first aid, coach office, kitchenette, circulation, laundry, dance studio / small hall, garment storage, prop storage, water service, pump room, chair storage, fitness suite, PE interior storage, IT room off the gym, essential storage, electrical room, generator, emergency services. Oh, wow. This is so crazy. Oh my God. Wow. I mean, yeah. Seems a little bit over the top to me, but hey. Wow. Wow. My God. Elevator? It's going to have an elevator? What? What do we need an elevator for? So this is a multi-story. Wait a minute. It does say elevator, but that can't be this. This is multi-story? No. This is level 1. There's more than one level? What a hot mess. Okay. I need one of my architectural friends to go over this and explain all this to me. This is complicated, y'all. English classroom, science lab, visual art studio. This must be the second floor now. Wait a minute. Let me see now. Does it say over here? Level 2. Yes. What a ting. Missy. ICT classroom. All of this for 200 students? Huh. Maybe Julie has a plan to move half of Cayman population there, and she just hasn't mentioned it to us. Staff social room, principal's office, staff workroom, kitchenette for them. Math classroom. There's 3 of them. IT work, ICT classroom, English classroom, 3 of those, another ICT classroom. Science lab. There's at least 3 science labs. Well, y'all be dissecting on camera, right? Not them little frogs, though. Visual art studio. Exclusion. I don't know what that is. Deputy. Gathering stairs. Elevator. Hoistway. What a ting. Yes, sir. Anyway, folks, this is now the gymnasium. Oh my gosh. This is quite the plans. So why can't we see the business case again? To justify all of this in a bag of chips? Wow. You know what they say about people with big eyes? Choke puppy. No, sir. Anyway, this is 39 pages of the plans for the Cayman Brac School. What I would really love, and I'm going to put this out in the universe, I'm going to beg for a favor from the universe. That's all fine to see these architectural drawings. There's another one with 47 pages worth of stuff. That's all fine and dandy. But what I would really love is the business case that she's refusing to share, because that has to be what has the nuggets in it. So let's just take a moment to collectively put our minds to this and send this out to the universe. Universe, please get Sandy the business case that Juliana O'Connor Conley refuses to show the people of the Cayman Islands. It's our money that's paying for this. We should see it. Huh? Somebody says, is that a new school or Judy's? new Brock mansion. Let me see. Bring the business case to me. Yes, bring it. Y'all know how to reach me, right? Telephone number 324-1612. Message me. Email tips@caymanmallroad.com. You know, WhatsApp, Instagram. You can message me there too. Anybody? Reach out. Miss Aline says, I'm packing up from GCM already. Murder. Child, me, you, and everybody going to be going to that school. Shoot. I'll take my child out of private school and move to the BRAC. And housing over there is cheaper too. Yasmin says, I thought it was a school. Miss Aline says, Tarastaja, I need a job over there when school is complete. Can anyone hook me up? Ms. Della says, and the thievery continues. Leanna says, and it's still loading. Wow. I believe all of us want to go back to school now after seeing this, just experience the hotel life, right? I wonder if I could become a school teacher. You think they'd hire me in the BRAC? Need the school, but so much that's not needed, said Shamika. This is the problem. No wonder it's $50 million. Jeez, on pace. Miss Pat says behavioral health and counseling unit, a must. One little room for that, honey child. I don't get much. Siobhan says, wow is right. All I could do is shake my head. What they really need is a prayer room. Believe that, says Miss Aline. And Liana says, is that just the ground floor? Honey child, I did not even realize it was a what? Miss Aline says a massage room and spa too? Vanessa says, any sleeping extra room in the school? You understand? We could live in the school. Wow. No, sir. Miss Aline says, no, sir. I need a do-over with my birth. Just go back to this. Just go to this school. Yes, I'm live. The whole intention of the screen behind me was to have it on. But of course, when we started having this issue, we thought it might be the screen. Now we know that it's not. So next week, we'll turn it on again. And once it's on, you won't see the reflection of my computer screen. Yes. Not that you can really make anything out, but what a hot mess, honey child. I'm going to do a screen grab here for a second. Hold on. Yeah, we're going to sort that out for Monday. Don't worry. All right. And a firefighters class, a police. Yes, it's also supposed to be a hurricane shelter. I guess the gym will be the hurricane shelter space. Miss Aline said, I sat on hard benches in schools and sometimes shared desks and books with other students. Not much money for lunch sometimes. In all age, I walked barefoot to school and sometimes had only one dumpling. And I'm doing great in my life. Maybe if I had all this comfort, I wouldn't turn out so good. I'm just saying. You know, Aline, there is something to be said for having it too easy. To not know a little bit of a struggle. Gabby says with the old John Gray High School, they could use that as another college. In my opinion, a college with nursing classes, electronic ITC teaching, how to be a teacher, class for younger people, so on and so forth. The plans have been leaked. What is it? What is it? What is this? The Death Star. Oh, what? Says Aliano. Oh my God. Wow. Vicky, good morning. Says this is the reason why they want power in their hands so that they can have a jolly good time with the Cayman money and make sure their pocket is doing well. Wow. Denver says our government doesn't have a strategic plan. They took the only one they had from the people, the Vision 2008, and put it on the shelf. Al, good morning. Says the old John Gray School, the plan is to tear down the buildings for playing field. Okay. Good morning, Miss Sue. She says, so right. Too many kids in one classroom. It's hard to learn. The private school teachers and salaries are paid much more to teach the children. Well, listen, now with this $5,000 a month increase, she gave everybody getting $5,000 as a teacher. I think they're probably on par with private schools and maybe even paying a little bit more. And your children are still in overcrowded classrooms. I'm just saying. Dacia says that government and teachers can only do so much. Children need to apply themselves to their schoolwork and parents need to assist their children in their learning. It's a partnership. No problem with that. Leanna says they need a principal like Mr. Clark from the movie Lean on Me. Oh, Lord have mercy. What a mess. Hello, Paul. Says CMR may be planning educational tourism. Oh, Tony says the new John Gray High School was $200 million. One thing with government, they know how to waste money. Spend it in the most spectacular way. Why do teachers need affordable housing? Make them pay rent like everybody else. We're already paying them $5,000 a month and rent in the BRAC is low. I'm moving to the BRAC. Government school teachers have always received more pay than private. You see, sometimes we think things, go a certain way, but that's not the case. And here's the difference as well, Miss Sue. Not only do they receive more pay, but they actually get to keep more pay because there's no pension or health insurance that comes out of it. So they're getting more take home. That's why a lot of times you find that teachers in private sector trying to get into government, and once they get there, they're not leaving. I'm just saying. This person says, I bet they forgot to include a foot washing room. Oh my God. You know, she's trying to figure out who you got them from now. You're going to give her a heart attack. Juliana should have to pay for the school out of her own damn money. Expletive idiot. They're dissecting soldier crabs on the BRAC. She's holding that business case tight in her Bible. You're not getting that. Well, I have faith. I have faith. I have faith.
Is the hurricane shelter that is abandoned,
Hold on,
whatever that
hold
we're
on.
talking about.
One second for me, caller. The sound just went again. 1 second. You see, this little sound troll. 1 second. I want to make sure the radio kicks back in because I want people to hear you in the radio. 1 second for me. What the heck am I hearing? You know, hold on, folks. Hold on. No, sir.
I hear the people talking. This world's gone crazy, and I'm trying to find a way out. Nobody knows where we're going, or if we're going at all. Nobody cares if we stand, if we have nowhere to fall.
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. I was muted again. Hold on. I need to bring back the radio, I'm sure. Lord Jesus, I'm so dumbfounded. I forgot to hit the microphone button. Hold on.
I hear the people talking. What are they talking about? This world's gone crazy, and I'm trying to find a way out. Nobody knows where we're going, or if we're going at all. Nobody cares if we say.
I was literally so dumbfounded and trying to understand what had transpired that I forgot to unmute myself. So people are saying that the Brack School is going to be built on land that Juliana O'Connor Conley, either her or her family owns. How is that even possible? That cannot be right. I mean, if that's not corruption at its best, I don't know what would be. Caller, do you believe in what the hell?
I think that might just be a rumor, but what I want to know
I
is
hope to
why
God
can't
not.
why can't they? So the hurricane shelter that was built on the bluff where near the field and the pool and all of that, why can't they just add on to that structure and extend that hurricane shelter? Like that can be the school hall or whatever, and then make that into the school. I mean, wouldn't they save money?
I wish I had some answers, but I don't understand it.
I don't think that is true about her land. I mean, maybe she sold or is selling the land to government, but they can't build a school on her land. Right? They can't, right?
I mean, listen, I wish I
would
could
have to be owned by the government, right?
I wish I could tell people that boy, I'm speechless, girl. I wish I could give the people any kind of assurances with this government, but geez, I'm peace. I've not seen this level of corruption.
I think it would have to be that she's sold or is selling the land to the government.
But that's still the problem. That is still.
I mean, yeah, I agree. That's still a conflict, right? But it can't be. And then that begs the question of what I'm saying. If that's the case, why is it? Because as my understanding is government already owns the land where the hurricane shelter and the field and the pool is. So why can't they use that land? Anyways, I hope you can help us get these answers, that'd be great.
Thank you. Thank you, caller. All right. I think that we're still maybe on radio not being heard. So let me just play my little song again, honey child. The name of the song, by the way, is called Find a Way Out. I feel like this morning we are all asking the question of how we can find a way out. Maybe you need to refresh, because social media should be able to hear me. But let me just make sure that the radio folks can hear me. What a hot mess, Nosa. Wow. It's not often that I'm speechless, but I'm speechless today.
I hear the people talking. What are they talking about? This world's gone crazy, and I'm trying to find a way out. Nobody knows where we're going, or if we're going at all. Nobody cares if we stand, if we have nowhere to fall. It's a singing symphony, playing as the ship goes down. It's a porcelain epiphany, breaking if it hits the ground. I gotta find a way out.
All right, folks. Welcome back. I'm really feeling that song this morning because Lord knows I am trying to find a way out. I think the radio should be back. The only way for me to check it, I need to walk with my little headphones now for this radio. The only way for me to check it is actually to listen to it from the from the phone. Hold on. Yeah, man, we're back on the radio now. All right, good to go. Good to go. Yeah, I was playing that song to have it kick back in, but it went over the little 10 seconds needed because my brain is still trying to comprehend what it is that's going on here. Ay. So she has land that has been sold to government to build this school, and none of y'all think that is a major red flag, and that this is the kind of thing that should never happen. What? Man, y'all got me confused. Cayman Brackers, y'all are letting this woman fool you every single election and get back in office? Here's this other structure. Somebody was kind enough to send me this aerial photo of it. Those of you who don't visit the Brack often. This is another built structure, brand spanking new, a couple years old. And it never gets used for anything. So this person is saying, remember the $10 million Hurricane Hilton on the Bluff and the very expensive sports field and stadium? Wasn't it supposed to be converted into high school? The pool alone was $5 million. Cayman Brackers, y'all need to stop now. Y'all have this facility already? And you want more? Well, why? This is on the Bluff. Crabs there too, or what? Why can't you use this? You are letting this woman use and abuse money on the Brack for no good, legitimate reason. Oh my God. So it's next to this that this new school is going to go to? So somebody said the land is Crown property, but I guess the question is, where did the land come from? Well, we're going to have to get to the bottom of this. They said to ask Moses. Oh, Moses brokered the deal or what? Yeah, because he's the Brack's #1 realtor. What a hot mess, y'all. Really? his government bought it from Kurt Tibbetts' family, they're saying. Wow. Jeez and peace. There's too much mix up going on. Yeah. I'm sorry, but once you're an MP, there's certain things that you should not be involved in. So this person says, there's the parcel, there's the property now for this big time Brack school. And Moses government bought it from, that would be the PPM, from Kurt Tibbetts' family. Wow. I tell you, they're not no good either. What a hot mess. Ay. People. The pool used to be green all the time because it wasn't being used. Yes. Because the Brack don't need all of this. Of course, you know how much it is to maintain an Olympic-sized pool in Cayman Brack? We don't even have an Olympic-sized pool in Cayman that the government owns. Oh my God. Who's Mr. Walker? What does he have to do with the Brack school? Okay, let me try and find out that tidbit. Somebody said Kurt Tibbetts is a real puppet master. It's only since the end of the year that they've started to maintain the pool in the Brack. Somebody says we can start by calling a new election. Well, unfortunately, the governor has said that what is required to be triggered constitutionally for that to happen hasn't happened. So we can't just jump up. We don't have the constitutional power to jump up and call an election like that. So we're in 2024. The next election will probably be April of 2025. So I just suggest that y'all get ready. That's the best advice I can give you. All right, let me leave this alone for a second because there's a couple other things that I really do want to talk about. So the first one is we're going to make a phone call. I was going to try to kick off our consumer Friday segment today, but it doesn't look like we are going to get to that. So let's get to another story here that some of you have been inquiring about. Give me 1 second here. We're going to pull up some photos. So we're going to make a phone call in relation to this. I'm going to see if I can get this caller on the WhatsApp line. So give me 1 second here. All right. Hold on, folks. Hold on. Let's see. Oops. I might have to call her direct. Maybe she's out on the road and doesn't have Wi-Fi. Hold on then. Oh, hello, honey child. How you doing? Oh, I have no complaints. I hear you've been causing trouble in paradise. So I want to ask you, a question this morning. Are you responsible for painting the little what we call these little? Yes. Tell us about what's going on with this, because a lot of people have been asking me, and I'm told that you're the puppet master in relation to this.
Companions that have some free times on their hands come out and assist us beautifying our island together. It's just a beautification project. It's just beautifying the island. A lot of people likes it. We're getting a lot of good feedback. Everybody, majority that crosses and see it, nice color, honking their horns. Wow, this is gorgeous. We're getting the feedback on Facebook. It's beautiful, and keep up the good works. I know we're going to have some negative-minded people. Oh, what the color represents and why they're doing that. But at the end of the day, they need to turn that negativity around and come out and assist us in taking pride and care and beautifying our beautiful island that God lent us. It's just a beautiful beautification project just to get the island looking beautiful.
All right. So there has been some questions about it. And so I'd like to read you some of those, and perhaps you can respond to those individuals. So the first question I had is just my question. You said that there was mold and stuff. Are you treating the mold before you put in the paint on?
Well, right now what we're trying to do is we've been trying to get people to voluntarily, these car wash people that have car wash businesses, to voluntarily come out and pressure wash it off before we paint it. So right now this morning, the one on Eastern Avenue supposed to be pressured off this morning. So hopefully by this evening it will be dry so we can start on that one on Eastern Avenue.
But if it's mold, you might have to do more than pressure wash it. Don't you treat that with some kind of a treatment? I mean, I'm no mold expert, but pressure washing it off.
Me neither. I'm just into the painting.
All right. So
I'm just into the painting.
All right. So someone had a question then about the colors. I mean, people are not liking the colors. So this person just said this morning, the blue color is distracting and hideous. Why did you choose that particular color?
What motivated me was, you see the building across from the fish market there on Seafarers Way. The corners of that building, that just lights up Georgetown. And I said, wow, that's an amazing color. I tried to get as close as I could to that. As I Sandy, you're going to have some people who don't like it, but some people are loving it. And I'm just ignoring the negativity of some people. And I'm just into beautifying. I'm just into beautifying. And as I say, that I got the approval from NRA for that color. At night, it lights up the place just as well as day.
So the person said that color is orange and not yellow. The no parking color is yellow, not orange. What color is that? Is that orange or yellow?
Honey child, that color, I'm not the one who's responsible for that color. I'm receiving that color from NRA. That's the color that comes from NRA. NRA supplies that paint to do the yellow or orange, whatever. It's coming from the NRA.
All right. Another person was saying that the colors look like Barbados colors. Their flag.
Hello, let them know Remelia's a born Caymanian and I ain't into anything but exploring Cayman and beautifying Cayman. I don't care to know the meaning. So like some people can be so simple.
Well, I'm just telling you what people.
I understand. Honey child, because it's just about beautifying the island, something different. Okay. People are asking, "Wow, where is this? This looks so nice." Of course, you're not everybody gonna be. It's like if everybody like you, something wrong with you. So it's not like if everybody gonna like what is being done, but at the same time, something is being done to beautify.
This whole thing went again. Can you hear me, Romelia? All right. All right, my dear. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate it. So how many of these are you gonna do? Oh, you want to go around and paint all these little things on the island? Oh, well, that's a good okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, let's give you some positive comments that are coming in too, Miss Amelia. Miss Jackie says, looks good to me. Shamika says, I love it. Beautiful color. Liana said, looks beautiful. Thank you, CC Rainford. Amelia, welcome. Should have some local artists putting art around the roundabouts of old Cayman houses. Huh. Miss Elsa says it's beautiful. Lavana says it's beautiful. Thanks, Amelia. Let me see who else. Leanna, we got that one already. Gabby says she doesn't think concrete would need mold treatment. Okay, I'm not sure. I see it at Foster's and it does not. I don't know what that means, Irvin. Does not what? Treating sidewalk mold, pressure wash it and paint it, says El Ray. Okay. Livana says, you can't please people, I swear. I love the color. Get over it. Aliana says the blue isn't that distracting. These people just lack situational awareness. Situational awareness. Oh my God. I saw the bluest. Irvin, you're speaking jumbled a little bit now. I don't know what's going on. Looks fine to me, says Gabby. Denver says, I think it's very nice. Can't please too many Caymanians. Gabby says, another Gabby, Gabriella, says, I like it. It's a pop of color on an island. The island needs it, a little color that the place needs. Shouldn't be no crime. So I see no issues here. All right. How much is a gallon of paint? All right, folks. Fine, $54. Diana says the blue is called teal and it's a nice color. Gabrielle says, oh Lord, they'll find anything to complain about. El Ray says, looks good to me. I approve. Miss Brenda says, no matter what you do, some people just have to complain. They need to start complaining. She says they need to start complaining about the right things. Keep up the good work, ma'am. Wish could find your way up here. Why can't these negative people just say thank you? Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Before the car comes on island, before you get it out of or from off the dock, you have to pay a fee, environmental fee, meaning you will not be charged if you take your derelict vehicle to the dump. Just take it to the dump, folks. So why litter it about the place? It makes the island look deplorable. It creates an eyesore in the community. So we're all about
All right.
beautifying the
So
island
tell
and
us
seeing
how
best.
tell us how people can get involved in your action committee if they would like to do so.
Yes, they can call me at 916-2751 or email me at ckac345@gmail.com. We're welcoming any and everyone who wants to come and assist and be a part of the committee. And I welcome. We're open arms. We welcome everybody. Any help, we would be appreciative.
Beautiful. Thank you, Miss Aurelia.
Thank you, my darling. Have a blessed day, honey child.
Thank you. You too. All right, folks.
Okay, bye-bye.
So if you want to volunteer with the Cayman Action Committee, please give them a call. They will gladly take your assistance on this. All right, let's move on. A couple more things I want to hit on before the end of the program today. There's a story up on our website in relation to the police. And we have people who are what are they called? CSOs, community service officers, I think is what it stands for. But they are asking for the RCIPS to please reconsider putting them on this roster of like now they're doing shift work basically, where before it was more of a 9-to-5 situation. So what this means, and it's kind of interesting because I think you have to understand what the purpose of the CSOs are. They're community support officers, right? So they do certain things in the community. They are under the community safety officers. Let me get the name right. Community safety officers. They fall under the police department, but they're not police officers. So there's certain things that they are responsible for doing. So, maintain community resource manual to assist in carrying out duties like supporting the police, supporting community policing officers in the implementation of the services, crime prevention, and community safety, advocating for the community for resources to assist in crime prevention, crime detection, crime reduction, and community safety activities. So we have a little job description here of what these community safety officers are supposed to do. So through consultation with community stakeholders, we'll work with communities in assigned areas to identify and address community concerns impacting quality of life issues, assisting the RCIPS to enhance relationships while building partnerships. A community safety officer is responsible for actively engaging with the community, gathering information, and providing support in policing issues in designated community areas. So they're supposed to have, I think, at least 3 in every community. They're short-staffed. They do not have that many. They probably have 3 island-wide, so they're very, very short-staffed. And I know that some have quit when they heard that they were going to be taking them from a 9-to-5 kind of role and then putting them on the roster where now they're doing shift work. I saw some of the comments, and I think that maybe some of you are missing the forest for the trees type of situation, right? So I saw, for example, someone said, well, you work for the police. How can you only work 9-to-5? They are not, to be clear, police officers. They are, in fact, in a support capacity only. They don't have powers, as far as I know. They don't have any powers of arrest or anything like that. So what you have happening is they're saying, you haven't given us the tools to be a police officer. We're not in that capacity. We're support officers, and yet you're going to have us out in West Bay 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night when all kind of activity might be going on. You know, if we're going door to door, what about our safety? When you haven't equipped us with policing equipment or powers or anything like that. And the other thing is, to my knowledge, they are actually, unlike most of the police officers, they're on their own. So they're not even operating as part of a team. That is very dangerous, actually. I don't know what the RCIPS is thinking, but if you want to make them police officers, then make them police officers. Because when they went into the position, they went into the position understanding that this was a role. It was going to be these particular hours. It wasn't going to be in a shift work. We were not going to be, out in districts after dark with no additional support. I have an issue with this because I think that you're actually, setting up these particular workers. And like I said, I think there's only 3 or 4 of them. There's not that many of them at all, but you're actually setting them up to really be in a precarious situation as it relates to their own safety. And the question is why? Is it because you guys are short staffed with regular police officers? So they're part of the civilian team, civilian support. So why do we have them out 9, 10 o'clock at night? Sometimes the armed unit doesn't even want to go out there 9, 10 o'clock at night in West Bay when certain things are going on. So why would you be sending civilian staff out there? Good morning. Oh, beautiful. Thanks for the reminder. 11:30, right? Okay, see you then. All right, bye-bye. Oh, just got my appointment reminder. Thank you so much, because I would have forgotten. So yes, I'm not really sure that this is the right thing to be doing in terms of putting these individuals in harm's way. So they have 5 in total, just to get the information correct. And there's supposed to have been 3 in each district. I think West Bay has 1, and I guess Georgetown, the other districts have 1 each. But each district was supposed to have 5. So you have a single, and some of these people are women. So you have a community support officer that's a female, and you want her out door to door at 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night? Meh. Is she going to get pepper spray, a gun? What exactly? I'm not quite sure I understand. Anthony says community safety officers and neighborhood officers' job description is still the same. But they're not police, they're civilian workers. I don't know. Something is not really fully making sense to me. And if anybody can make it make sense, then I would invite you to do so. I believe that they're asking for trouble. What if one of these single women is grabbed and assaulted out there? You've not given them any support to be out there after hours like this. What will the RCIPS be doing then? Anthony says Mr. Walton needs to make these positions redundant. The post is just a duplication of the neighborhood officers. It's a waste of money. Well, clearly they don't see it as a waste of money. And I say that because these are newly created posts. I don't think they've been around that long. And they're supposed to be in a support capacity to the neighborhood officers, not replacing the neighborhood officers. So this is what I'm saying. If it is a situation where they need more neighborhood officers or they need more community support officers, then they need to make that decision. But trying to force them into a capacity where they become neighborhood officers when that was not the intended role, I think is a bit of a problem. What a hot mess. What a mess. So I don't know, but apparently someone said, is that like a paid special constable position? Not even, because special constables are, they have police powers. this person, and we have the job description in the article, so you can have a look at what they were recruited as. They were recruited as a community safety officer. And it says sorry, this damn mic thing again. What a hot mess. So yeah, it is a little bit bizarre. I don't quite know how to explain it, except to say that okay. So the question then again becomes one of oops, hold on, trying to get my audio back again. Oh my gosh, I think my audio is actually stuck.
It's 2020.
I hear the people talking. What are they talking about? This world's gone crazy, and I'm trying to find a way out. Nobody knows where we're going, or if we're going at all. Nobody cares if we stand, if we have nowhere to fall. It's a singing symphony, playing as the ship goes down. It's a porcelain.
All right, folks. Ay, ay, ay.
Breaking if it hits the ground. I gotta find a way out.
Can't even hear myself anymore. What a hot mess, I tell you. So yes, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by all these tech issues. At the end of the day, folks, it is very, very difficult and Yeah, Sunny Chow. All right. Something is amiss here. Okay, I tell you what. I'm gonna go. We're gonna end it a little bit early today. I can't possibly deal with another one of these moments when we have zero audio. My apologies. I don't really know what's doing this. I think it's something has changed, like a Windows update or something. I don't really know. Frustrating to be sure. Anyway, we're gonna go. You guys have a safe weekend. I've got an 11:30 appointment. I want to make sure I can get there on time. So please have a safe weekend. And we'll be back Monday morning. Hopefully next week we can kind of get this audio situation sorted out. I don't really know what it is, but we'll do our best to try to get it resolved. You guys have a fantastic weekend and be safe out there.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Cold Hard Truth on Bobo 89.1 FM. Cayman's #1 talk show is live weekdays from 7:30 a.m. Never miss an episode again. Watch anytime on CMR's Facebook and YouTube channels for the latest show episodes. Don't forget to follow us online on our social media channels and visit CaymanMarlRoad.com for all the latest news and community happenings.